Arg! Hey ho, mateys! Today's a very special episode of Love Cooks. I'm Callie Blunt. This is the Love Cooks channel where we make alternative eating easier for you. And I'm most definitely dressed up like a pirate. This was my best attempt to look like Keira Knightley in Pirates of the Caribbean. It kind of fell flat. I also may or may not have icing in my hair. You're wondering, what on earth does she have on her head? But anyway, today's gonna be a great episode because we are gonna be channeling all of our fun vibes, all of our fun Halloween ideas, and we are going to be making the most delicious protein bar chocolate avocado tarts with a delicious orange zest almond flour crust. I know that's a mouthful, I know that's a lot to say, but I promise you they are gonna be awesome. I am partnering with one of my favorite brands of protein bars, TRUWOMEN, one of my absolute favorite vegan options in the protein bar world. TRUWOMEN, love you guys. I have a link to their product in the show notes below. Today we're gonna be highlighting the orange cream bar and also the salty almond fudge. Woo! Can I get a whoop, 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 whoop from the pirates out there? Let's do this. We're gonna start this recipe off with some yummy, yummy crust. So what we need is 2 orange zest protein bars. The things I love about these protein bars, there's a lot of things, but one of them is the flavor. TRUWOMEN has some really interesting flavors of protein bars. They have an orange zest one, they have a salty almond fudge, which is my personal favorite. They also have one that tastes like donuts and one that tastes like cookie dough. So praises, they're gonna put them in the bowl of a Cuisinart. And then we're gonna add half a cup of almond flour. This is just blanched almond flour. For all my paleo peeps, this is for you. We're also going to be adding in coconut oil, 2 tablespoons of coconut oil melted. We're gonna pour that in there. And then we're gonna add in, I cannot remember. I forgot what's next, have to consult my list. Okay, we're gonna add in a tablespoon of the vanilla, Va-Va-Voom Vanilla TRUWOMEN protein powder. It's yummy and it also has cherry extract in it, which is really good. Did I say cherry? It should be cherry. Arg, cherry extract, no, cherry. And what we're looking for as we spin this concoction together is you really want the protein bar to look more like a smaller chunks. Like it's not gonna completely puree it, like it's not gonna be a smooth batter. It's gonna be more chunky, but you want them not to be in like big chunks, more of the small little pieces, almost like the size of maybe like a dried raisin or smaller. Just you really want those little small pieces, actually probably smaller than a dried raisin, maybe like a dried pumpkin seed, little bitty pieces. Pumpkin seed's dried, typically they're not, just a dried seed or a seed. All the same. So we're blending that together. We're gonna pulse that or keep it on until you get those little pieces of protein bar. Perfect, this texture looks awesome. Also take a hot second to wipe around the sides because when you do that, it's whoof, explodes. And I think I forgot to put the top on my food processor when I was shooting this, so Halloween surprise, stuff everywhere. Turn that off, we're gonna fly that out. And next up, we're gonna fill our muffin tin with the crust. So what I did, about a general hefty tablespoon, maybe tablespoon and a half of the crust. And then I put it into a muffin tin that was sprayed with grapeseed oil. And we're also gonna preheat our oven to 350 degrees. And then we are gonna commence our crust making. We're gonna take about a tablespoon and a half of dough, kind of like a large hefty tablespoon. This recipe makes 7 tarts, which I know is an odd number. That's just how it worked out. Or you can make 6 tarts just with a thicker crust. So we're gonna plop that crust down in each one of those little muffin tins, and then we're gonna use our pirate hooks, our hands, to smush those down so they look pretty flat, pretty even. You really wanna get them as even as you can with your fingers because when they bake, you wanna keep them even so they don't look janky. All right, let's put those in the oven. I don't know why I keep on going. Surely pirates do more than So we're gonna put those in the oven for 10 minutes. And while those yummy crusts are baking, we are gonna walk the plank on over to making our chocolate avocado filling. This is so good. This is one of my favorite ways to make chocolate avocado pudding. So we're gonna clean out that food processor. We made that yummy crust in, and then we're gonna fill it with 2 avocados. And my second avocado looked janky, so I was trying not to show it on camera, but here it is anyway. Another spooky surprise. My avocados had bruises on them. It wasn't my intention. I was trying to get the green ones for you guys, but it's life, it's what happened. We're gonna put 2 avocados in our food processor, and then we're gonna put 1 whole ripe banana in half, and then we are going to add the next ingredient, drum roll, or the next ingredient, I believe it is cocoa powder. So 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder are gonna go inside that food processor. You could use dark cocoa powder, cacao. Today I had the classic Hershey's cocoa, so that's what we use. All right, next we are gonna add in our tropical ingredients, our cashew almond milk, about 2 ounces. We're gonna add a 1/4 teaspoon of our sea salt from the salty ocean waves. And then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. Great, so we're gonna blend all that together, and you wanna puree this till it gets nice and warm, like it's been out in the tropical sun, so that there aren't any big chunks of our avocado in there. It's really nice and smoothie. I said smoothie. It's really nice and smooth. Great, okay, so we're gonna pop that out, fly that out, and we're gonna transfer that pudding mixture, that tart mixture, into a bowl and let it sit in the fridge for about 15 minutes. The food processor makes it quite warm, and we don't want to be having a warm, melty tart on our hands. Once those muffin tins are baked, we are gonna take that crust and put that pan, let it cool for about 5 minutes, then we're gonna transfer it right to our freezer to get cool fast, while our avocado filling is cooling off as well for about 10 minutes. Let's do this. All right, mateys, we've got all our ingredients ready to put together those chocolate avocado protein tarts. All right, so we're gonna take those tarts out of the freezer, we're gonna get our filling ready, and then we're gonna use a big 2 tablespoon scoop. I think you probably end up putting about 1.5 tablespoons of filling in each of our tarts, in each of our crust. So we're just gonna plop all those down. Cue, fast forward the footage, good, done. We're gonna smooth those out nice and smooth, like a beautiful ocean wave at sunset, out on the dock of the boat, looking for buried treasure. We see the beautiful ocean, and that was our inspiration for the beautiful waves in our tarts. Make sure you smooth the filling all the way out to the rim of the muffin tins. Swoop, perfect. These off with some of our chopped salty almond fudge bars. They're so good. And tip here, because you're gonna be putting these in the freezer, I actually would probably chop these up smaller than what I did on camera, because the chunkier bits were like a little harder to bite into, so I would just make them about half that size. So we're gonna top all of our tarts probably about 1 tablespoon of the chopped, yummy, delicious, salty almond fudge bars. Once those are all topped, we're gonna take those out of the frame, fly them out to the freezer for about 20 more minutes to set. All right, let's take those out of the freezer, pop them out. I used a butter knife to cut around the edges and pop them out. And then here's the most fun part of all. We're gonna take some melted white chocolate, just drizzle it on the top. Just drizzle that. I used white chocolate wafers, melting wafers. Those are my favorite things to use. I'll put a link down here in the show notes for that. And we're just gonna drizzle that white chocolate on top of those beautiful avocado tarts. That's right, drizzle it up. And you guys, mateys, arg, we have made our chocolate avocado protein tarts. They are absolutely delicious. The zest of the orange zest in with the crust, in with the protein powder. It's so delicious. It's absolutely addictive. And you guys, if you like this recipe, if you like Halloween treats, stay tuned to this Halloween playlist, where we're also gonna be having a Barktacular Davy Jones Locker pumpkin peanut butter dog treat coming right at ya. And if you like this vibe, if you like being silly in the kitchen and you're into alternative eating, click subscribe below. Love to have you join the Love Cooks channel and the Love Cooks community. All right, you guys, so happy Halloween, much love. Mwah.